have made our way into our kitchen for our next guest. She is the author of Southern Snacks, and today she's here in our kitchen making a savory country ham cheesecake. What do you say? Just wait. Please welcome Perre Coleman Magness to our home. We're so excited to have you here. I mean, how exciting. We are so excited about this.
Thank you, me too.
And Maria and Ken and Lawrence are joining us again because apparently the pork chop just did not fill them up enough. So they needed a little extra something, and this is worth it. Let me tell you.
My mind is like being blown by the description alone.
It's something else. I mean, by the way, this is perfect for entertaining. It's so perfect for entertaining that we are putting it in our Home and Family's Fall Recipe and DIY book, which is now available at hallmarkchannel.com. You'll get all these great recipes that we have been making throughout the weeks. So, Perre, this really is, a savory cheesecake really is a Southern classic. You guys dig in.
It is. You know, I've been having versions of this at parties my whole life. And I've made a pimento cheese version. So I knew when I read a snack book, I had to have one of these. And I decided on salty, fabulous Southern country ham. Give it a little tang, a little funk.
Yeah, everybody has their savory cheesecake in the South. Yeah, you grew up in Memphis, right?
Yes.
They have them in Virginia. I'm surprised
we
you
do not have them in Georgia. This is something I've never heard of.
Yes, you do.
I'm going to call my mom, and I'm going to have words after this.
She'll tell you, oh, yeah, I just never made it. I bet you. All right, so like everyone knows, a cheesecake starts with a good graham cracker crust.
Right.
This is probably not the place you want to use a graham cracker crust, right?
No, we do a version of that where I use buttery crackers and pecans and some melted butter, crumble that up in the food processor, and then press it down into the bottom and a little bit up the sides of a springform pan.
Okay.
Cook that for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then leave it to cool while you get on with the good stuff.
While we make the inside of this. This is delicious.
Absolutely.
So what have we whipped together over here in our stand mixer?
This is the rich, decadent heart of this recipe. It's some cream cheese, sour cream, and a couple of eggs to give it some body.
Okay.
And then you want to blend that up really smooth.
Okay.
And then we are going to add some extra sharp white cheddar cheese that's been grated.
Is it important to use white?
It's aesthetically pleasing to use white.
So yes,
it's important because people eat with their eyes.
Exactly. I like the sharp cheddar cheese so you get that great little bite.
Because it really then layers it because you have the sour cream, you have the cream cheese, and the sharp cheddar.
Absolutely. Then we're going to season it up with some Worcestershire sauce.
I love Worcestershire sauce. I'd put that in
a little bit of hot sauce, a little or a lot, depending on what you like. Yeah. Some salt, and I like to be pretty generous with the pepper.
Okay.
Because that really complements the ham that's coming up.
This really has quite a kick.
Absolutely.
Even before we put the fancy ham in, because we add ham, but this isn't just any ham.
Exactly. This is country ham. Now, you're probably familiar with city ham, which is a wet brined ham that's really tender inside, and that's what you think of as an Easter ham or a ham sandwich.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But country ham is rubbed with salt and spices and hung to dry and smoke and cure 12 months, 18 months,
It's like a
2
Virginia
years.
ham. Is that considered that's a country ham?
A Virginia country ham, but they make city hams in Virginia too.
But we were
so it's like a thing.
Wow.
We have both hams. In my state, we have city and country hams.
I did not know that.
I prefer the country ham.
Well, the country ham, after that smoking and that air drying for so long, it gets this fabulous funky flavor.
And it sort of has like a crust or something. Do you know what I mean? Okay,
yes,
so
absolutely.
You chop that really finely.
I chop that really finely with some green onions and a little bit of garlic.
Okay.
And then you want to give that a nice...
Get that real good. Get that going. We don't want it to splatter on us.
Nope.
Okay, so now, oh my gosh, it smells so good.
It already
even before.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so now we get this going into our pie crust. Just pour right in?
Yeah, just pour it right in.
Okay.
And we'll do this in
I've never
tandem,
heard
which
Cameron
is easy.
making so much food noise as
Well,
he's eating this. He's like,
it is a little audible,
oh
isn't
my
it?
God, it's audible.
All right.
I just don't know what to tell you. This came together so incredibly well. When I first heard it, I wasn't sure what to expect, but I'm so impressed.
Yeah.
And I can't stop.
So then
you want to smooth the top a little bit so you get a nice flat surface to decorate.
Pop that in the oven at what temperature for how long?
At 350 for about half an hour.
Okay.
So it gets nice and golden brown on top.
Okay.
And a little bit firm in the center, but you spread it on crackers. So you still want it to have a little bit of give.
So then when we take it out, we let it cool on the counter for
Let it
how
cool
long?
on the counter just until it's room temperature.
Okay.
Then you cover it and put it in the refrigerator.
For how long?
You can leave it for at least a couple of hours, but up to 2 days is great.
Oh, it's not going to last in the refrigerator for 2 days.
No.
It will be eaten.
Yes.
You might want to hide it if
That's right. Yeah, if you want to leave it there for that long, you got to hide it.
Gosh. Okay,
Yummy.
now
That's really
I
good.
love the reveal out of the spring form.
Okay.
I love a spring form.
I do
They're really
too.
fun.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Ta-da!
Nice. Oh, there it is.
Thanks. So you have this beautiful country ham cheesecake. It's so perfect for a party because you make it ahead. It serves a huge crowd.
Yum.
You know, it gives you a lot of scope to make it really pretty.
Great.
That's just green onions?
Put some green onions
And
all over the counter too.
I always say if you don't make a mess, it doesn't taste
That's
good.
There you go. There
That's
you go.
part of it. And if it doesn't already have a kick already, you also like to add a pepper jam to it.
I love a little pepper jelly, gives you that sweet and
Yes.
spicy hint. And
It's a great compliment to it.
Yeah.
I've been noticing.
with the creamy, so you can
And this
serve
is
it
one
on
of
the
those
side or
dishes
kind
that
of.
I just like. I keep tasting, and I'm like,
Down
okay,
to
I'm
the
done,
top.
but I can't stop.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, just have one more, and then I just keep going, and then I'm looking at what Ken has left, and then I'm like, does Maria have just a little more? Because I'm going to finish her.
I think there's some extra.
Yeah, there we might have some extra there.
That's why it's so
Don't
great
worry.
for a party.
Yeah.
It's so great for a party. You unmold it, garnish it, put it on the table, go put on your lipstick and your Aquanet, come back.
And your
Yes.
That's it. That's exactly it. Listen, and this is a big hit as you're hearing here, but this isn't the only snack in your book with little Southern bites. Tell us about some of the other things that you have.
Well, it's 77 recipes for small bites with big flavors. And you're looking at now these corn fritters with some spicy honey.
Yeah.
It's a nice little bit of fried with that spicy honey. Then we've got some crab cake bites with an artichoke tartar sauce.
So good.
Make them in a muffin tin so they're really easy to serve.
Oh my gosh, Perry.
And then, of course, boiled peanuts.
Oh, yeah.
Guess who's
Yep.
coming back?
I should have brought some boiled peanuts, but they would have.
So good.
Debbie is diving in.
I mean, I can't.
Thank you so much for this delicious, delicious meal. We really appreciate you being here.